Ibbott as my main account. Coverville is what I use if I need to pull in a second line at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my free Skype account, but Bibbitt's the one that I have video for and all that stuff. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
So we give everybody the option, and you don't have to be. There's no pressure. I know because you don't do this every day, and then I also know that.
Just ask the question. I hate when people they wait. They put all this stuff up front before they ask the question.
Do you want to be on video or not?
Oh, I don't mind being on video. You won't get me and Tina though, unfortunately, because we're on two separate sides of the same table. But if that's not a problem, then oh god, I have no problem with being on video.
Yeah, go ahead and.
I mean,
now
he's on video like 4 times a week. I'm sure.
Exactly. Yeah, it's no thing.
All right, so let me, hey Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Hey,
How
guys.
are you?
There you go. I was waiting for her to say something.
I'm gonna miss you at Nerdtacular
All right.
this year.
I know.
I'm so sad.
I'm excited for you guys, but I'm bummed we won't see you.
No. Hopefully we can make it the next year if somebody will babysit here at home for us.
You think,
yeah.
What, you don't want to bring a couple of screaming twins to
No,
Nerdtacular?
I'm sure you all don't want like a bunch of screaming babies in the room while you are trying to do your thing.
Are you kidding? We already have the rest of the tadpole, a bunch of screaming babies.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what? Are we playing?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Good point.
Just kidding.
What's going on? This is weird. So I am not liking the new XSplit.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
It crashed on me and I lost my presentation.
Oh no.
Yeah, which is fine.
It isn't good. I'm with you. It's it takes twice as long to open, and
when I bring in your Skype video, it just brings the Skype logo.
Well, that's dumb.
Huh.
Well, I guess we might not be able to do that anymore.
Which is weird.
It is weird. I'm gonna go ahead and put video on.
Well,
There.
he didn't have video on yet, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he just put it on. He said.
Oh, do you?
Oh
have
no, I'm turning video. I'm turning
Oh.
the Twitch video over on my other computer, so I can, excuse me, so I can see how I look. Make sure I look good.
I'm gonna run and grab my phone so I can text Tristan.
Okay.
Here, let me call you right back.
Okay.
What?
Oh, why is that not working? Yeah, I'll be right back.
Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it!
There we go. How's that working?
All right, let's see how this does. So let me do
Okay.
add. And you can so we have like ValentineCast Live is where we do oh, there you are. Okay. There we go.
And I've got the Twitch video up on my other screen. Not like Tina can see that, but
Nope.
I see a puppy.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
Toby.
it's Toby. He's ready to be pet.
It's no,
Aw.
he sees the Santa. You know how he gets when he goes to Santa. For some reason. He
Oh
loves
yeah,
the
that's
Santa.
my where did I get that from?
You got that from your white elephant party.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's the one where you
It's-
pull his fingers.
yeah.
It's part and part.
Ah, that's awesome.
This is. He goes. He said, "Up the chimney, I."
And he makes this big old farting sound, and Toby always howls when
I said chimney.
he said chimley.
I said chimney.
Chimley.
Chimley.
All right.
I have
So-
to watch the Q&A. Oh, I missed that. We were eating. Okay.
Oh, I thought no, we weren't eating. We was here. I didn't want to depress you.
Don't worry. There's going to be tons of Nerdtacular talk in the next 6 months. So
Exactly.
Months or
And
whatever.
you guys
I'll
are
get
going to
used
be watching the live stream constantly, I hope.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there constantly.
Well, as long as you're not at in the delivery room or
Yeah.
July 4th, I very well could be.
You know,
What is your due date?
August the 7th, twins have been known to come between 36 and 40 weeks.
Right.
Sometimes a little
right.
earlier even.
oh wow, no
So
kidding.
I might-
Yeah.
Wow.
So there was no coming to Nerdtacular this year.
yeah. So I want to probably talk to you and Scott if it's possible. I'd like to try to do something.
Yeah. I want you to. I'd like to have you contribute something to the All Stars thing.
Yeah. That'd be
but
kind of cool.
we can figure that out, and then anything else you want to do, obviously. But we'll talk offline because I'm guessing everybody's hearing us talk about that now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's all right.
That part won't be a surprise.
A
Well,
little spoiler.
won't be a surprise to anybody listening. But
Well, cool. Let me grab some levels here real quick. So let me get you and Tina real quick.
Mm-hmm.
go ahead, Tina.
Oh,
talk.
hello, hello, hello.
All right,
Hi, it's me.
Brian.
Aw.
check, check, check. Hello, hello. Do you need me to turn, since Tina and I are on the same thing, do you need me to turn her up or down?
Nah, I think it's fine. Let me just go back and check real quick.
Aw,
Okay. Yeah, sure.
we can
Grab
all
some
be
levels here real
sad.
quick. So let me get
Oh, sorry.
you and Tina real quick.
Yeah, sure. Check, 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 check. This is Tina. Brian.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Check, check, check.
Didn't realize you were playing the.
Yeah, you
Don't worry, I do it all the time.
Yeah, Renee does the same thing.
I do it all the time. It happens to me, and I'm like, oh crap.
How have you been doing this, Brian? Nah.
Long enough that that it sounds like somebody's saying, "Let's do a microphone check," and I just instinctively, "Oh, okay, check, 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 check." Go ahead, Tina.
Oh,
I wasn't even
hello,
thinking
hello,
about it.
hello.
Yeah, I can.
That's
hi,
funny.
it's me. We can all be sad because Robin. Because
Check, check, check. Hello,
Oh,
hello.
you're still doing
All right,
that.
cool.
Robin Thicke and Paula Patton have separated. Oh.
Oh, I didn't even know they were together. Paula Patton. Who's she?
What did she play?
You know Paula Patton. Oh, you've seen her. She was.
Sure
she
I
was
do.
in.
I forgot what she was in. You know if you see her.
Was she? Did she walk around naked in that video?
No.
Well, I figured everybody else did for Robin Thicke.
See,
Let's
she was
see,
in Precious,
she's in
Two
Two
Guns,
Guns.
Mission Impossible. You probably seen her
Oh,
around.
yeah, okay, for Mission Impossible. Yes.
Yeah. Whatever. I bet she got mad because Miley was bumping around and it finally just came to a head. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
right.
we're done.
I'm sure, who knows? It could have been anything that he's done. But
I don't
that's
know
right,
why
this protocol.
famous and rich people get divorced. I'm like, dude, you got most of your problems solved for you, so I don't understand.
She's so mean.
I
Sorry.
think sometimes
Sorry.
those can create extra problems.
I get sorry. I just, yeah.
Hey,
I'm very.
she's very upfront.
Tina, like
lately.
when you were pregnant, were you very upfront and like you just told things how you felt? That's how I feel.
I don't know. I'm more that way now. I was so sick, and all I wanted to do was just sleep and quit throwing up and
Okay.
crawl in a hole.
I'm in
That
the
was pretty
sleeping
much
thing.
me.
I'm like, I just want to win the lottery. So I can be a stay-at-home mom. That sounds great.
I know. So,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess
I'm
we'll
ready.
go ahead and get started. Thanks again, guys.
Oh, our pleasure. Are you kidding me? This is great.
There's gonna be a School Days sequel. Spike Lee confirmed it.
Oh, man. I
Aren't you
saw that
excited?
earlier. No, it's like, I'm excited about that as I am Heroes coming back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Some things
I shouldn't look at Facebook right before the
All right,
show.
here we
Okay,
go.
I'm ready.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show available on Alpha Geek Radio. Using your mobile device web browser, go to mobile.alphageekradio.com to tune in now.
Coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky. Sorry, that was so low.
Okay.
That had me off.
We haven't been doing this long either, so.
No,
right.
sorry, it was just a little low.
I know.
And I'm so used to you being right on point.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show available on Alpha Geek Radio. Using your mobile device web browser, go to mobile.alphageekradio.com to tune in now.
Coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky.
It's the ValentineCast with your covered couple, Jay and Renee Valentine.
Today is Monday, February 24th, 2014.
And this is episode 146.
Woo!
What is going on, everybody?
Hi,
Happy
everybody.
Monday.
And I would love to welcome to the show Brian and Tina Ibbott. Hi, Brian. Hi, Tina.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What is going on?
Brian has been involved.
How you guys doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just for those of you who don't know Brian, then you're crazy. But Brian has been involved with Frogpants for so many years. He has a long-running podcast called Coverville, which I adore. They did a Rihanna cover story for her birthday. It was great.
Good. Yes.
Has been going on since 2004. Since then, he has contributed to podcasts such as Tired Thumbs, which I miss, Film Sack, and infinitely popular The Morning Stream with Scott Johnson.
You missed Tired Thumbs. You're probably one of like 2 people.
Well,
liked it.
well, I guess the other person was me then.
There you go.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Shoujo and Charlie were such great co-hosts, and Sebastian contributing. It was a lot of fun to do that. But boy, it just took so much time. And what's funny, and I'm just jumping right into talking about it.
That's all right. That's all right.
The more podcasts you do, the less time you have to play video games. And so I was running into the situation where here's a video game show that I have nothing to contribute to because I'm working on so many podcasts.
Right. That's how I was. I was doing 4 podcasts a week, and 2 of those are gaming podcasts. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not even playing enough games. So, but and of course, he would not be able to do any of this, none of this without Tina.
Yes.
And Tina is his wife and partner, and has also been on many episodes of Coverville with her in-depth knowledge of music for their trivia section.
I know.
Well, I don't know that I would classify myself as an in-depth trivia knowledge.
Okay, now
I'd
But-
be surprised. I think you'd be surprised
Really?
at how
Tina-
well you do. Yeah.
Tina, you do
well.
You do very well. I remember listening, and those questions that would come from the gentleman in Australia. I can't remember his name. And I mean, you were knocking out a park. I'm like, dang.
I don't know any of those. I'm just like, okay, it just passes over my head.
And it wasn't like Trek nerd stuff. Like I'm gonna flip a thing over here and
Right.
see how that goes.
How many dilithium crystals does it take to power the Enterprise or whatever? Yeah.
Right. And also on top of everything else that he does, can I say that Brian is also like the P. Diddy of Frogpants? Well, no, you know what?
Explain.
Then do we say the P. Diddy of Frogpants, or I just say the P. Diddy of Coverville? I mean, because you do a new venture. Now, how long has this been in effect? You doing producing?
For Coverville Records.
Yeah, Coverville Records.
That's okay. That's the P. Diddy connection there. I was like, wow, P. Diddy of Frogpants. I don't even know how to respond to that. It started with the Star Trek album that we did 2 years ago with Andrew Allen for the was it Smooth Federation
Smooth
album.
Federation, yep.
And producer, I do more. It's so hard to quantify what I do as a label, and I think we picked producer just because it sounded the best. I wasn't in the studio.
Right.
I wasn't listening or turning knobs as Andrew was playing and saying, all right, let's do that second part again, and let's add a little bit of this. But picking tracks, saying, all right, let's do these 12 songs, or let's do these covers, blah blah blah. And then also all the marketing and the promotion and the Kickstarter organization and all that stuff. And
storage.
Right.
Yeah,
We store a lot of stuff here.
Producers store, don't they?
So
Like if you go to Jeff Lynn's house, does he have cases and cases of traveling Wilburys?
I know, and is
I
it in
love
his
it.
basement? Like, where does he put it?
So I guess the best way to probably say it, you're the Vincent Herbert of Frog.
I wonder if people know who he is.
And Vincent
I don't know
Herbert,
who he is. Yeah.
Vincent Herbert
Okay.
is the manager for Lady Gaga, who's also
okay.
married to Tamar Braxton.
who
and-
is on the show Vincent Tamar or the Braxton Family
Yeah, and I
Values,
think he had a hand in. Sorry, folks, people probably won't like him after I say this. A little hand with Justin Bieber when he first
I
came
think
out.
he helped discover.
Yeah, he helped discover Justin
Yeah,
Bieber.
when-
We won't hold all that against him.
No.
So being Lady Gaga's manager is probably something pretty darn crazy. So
She has a storage room
yes,
where she
full of her
actually stores
CDs.
all of her costumes
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. I mean, this huge storage room.
Yeah,
think
her
she
wigs are.
Have
Ugh.
something in her house.
She
you know?
doesn't. She doesn't own a house.
What?
She lives with her mom and dad.
Really?
Are you
What?
serious?
I swear to God, yeah. I think she just got an apartment, but it's small. It's not big. But she's been living with her mom and dad up until very recently.
Wow.
That's how you save money when you're rich, right there. You just live with your mom and dad, and every $600,000 check, you just put it away.
So at what point do you think her dad stopped saying, "Are you really going out dressed like that?"
I know.
Probably never. Because if that was my daughter, I'm like, really? Yeah,
I know she's Catholic too, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
And some of the music that we do tend to listen to and play in the background sometimes is like this one. Alex. Not Alex.
That sounds like Andrew
Alec
Allen right
Baldwin.
there.
Yeah, Andrew Allen right there. I mean, it's the Mega
Yes.
Man thing, So I really appreciate that you allow us to do that.
Very cool. Well, I'll tease. I can't say anything yet, but I'm going to tease that we are doing another album, obviously another Coverville Records release this year.
Ooh.
Nice.
And we're keeping with the geeky themes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be something that I think a lot of, what's a good way to phrase it and not give anything away?
I'm just going to go out and say it. Battlestar Galactica. Boom.
It's all
that'd be
Battlestar Galactica covers all the time. We're going to cover the old 70s TV theme. We're going to cover the 2000s TV theme. And then, that's about it. But no. No. It's, let's see here. Boy, anything I say, I think is going to give it away. But if you're a geek, there's going to be something on this album that you're absolutely going to love.
Even if you're not a geek.
Yeah, we have Craig in the chat room say he wants Muppet covers.
Muppet
Oh,
covers, like
that'd
from
be
the Muppet
fun.
Show.
It's not going to be Muppet covers.
No.
I know. Sorry.
That probably costs too
That
much.
one I'll leak. It's not Muppet covers.
And speaking of the chat room, let's say what's up to everybody
Hey,
that's
chat
here
room.
today.
Looks like we have a full house. We have Diddy is in the house, and In is here. Handroid, which is Hando, correct?
Yep.
Hi, Handroid. JB Hannah, JK Grammar is here. Crather is also here. Punk Gopher. Pierre, aka Real Zovo, is here. Tondagosa and Udella is also here. Hello, everybody.
What is going on, everybody?
That is a beautiful chat room right
It's a
there.
wonderful
It
chat room.
is.
We
A
love
handsome crowd is who that is.
Yes,
We
yes,
love
sir.
them.
And I always like to say this because the Pretty Lights Music, the guy that Scott Vincent, who allows us to use his music for our intro and outro, he's actually from Colorado.
Yeah, I want to say that I met them in 2009
Oh yeah.
at the South Park Music Fest. It's a duo, right? It's
It used to be. I still think they work together, but it's mostly Derek right now
Okay.
doing a lot of the stuff that he does. So
cool.
He was at the Grammys this year, surprisingly, for his latest album.
Who was?
Derek was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, it was. It may be like the pre-show. you know how they do the pre-Grammys, but he did get nominated.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. He was wearing his red shirt and, showing his, was it cannabis in his room or what? He's one of those guys, Hey,
legalize.
Yep, he's from Colorado, so he can do that. So,
Very cool.
well, cool. I guess, is there anything else? I guess we can go ahead and jump into a little bit of our. Why you shrugging at me, babe?
Because this is something we do all the time.
All
We
right.
just run into it.
All right.
Acting like you're brand new at it.
I know. Let's go ahead and do the
Brian-
weekend wrap up.
Making them nervous.
Weekend wrap up. That's how you people say it, right?
Oh,
There-
Hando,
what do you mean, you people? So, we would like you all to share what you all did this weekend, and we're going to share what we did this weekend.
Yeah,
sure.
Do you remember the video about the honey badger that came out? I don't know, about a few years ago.
No.
No,
Okay.
uh-uh.
Well, the honey badger isn't actually a badger. It's a weasel.
Yeah, it's
but
a weasel.
This is the most ferocious animal ever. I think they're in Africa.
I think that's where they were.
But they will face down lions and leopards, and they don't care.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
so
I've heard about it. I don't know if I've seen the video, but
they're
I know
vicious. It was like a viral thing. If you look it
Okay.
up, you'll.
Then I probably did see it. Yeah, I think Randy Randy Deluxe may have,
It was a while ago.
passed that along to me because he was all over honey badgers.
Yeah.
Dude, I am telling you, if you had the PBS channel on your Apple TV, go look at the PBS channel, and they have the latest documentary they had on honey badgers.
It is a good documentary.
I was tripping out at these honey badgers.
Honey
man.
badgers, they're super smart, and dude, they can get bit by a snake and they can sleep it off.
They sleep off the poison.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
Sleep
Wow.
off poison. And like a honey badger got in a fight with a lion and lived. It's like they're crazy.
They eat scorpions.
They eat scorpions.
Oh my gosh.
They can get
Wow.
stung by like 100 bees and still live. It's
Yeah.
like they're
They're like the cockroach of marmots.
Yeah.
Man,
what?
I couldn't
Cockroach
even.
of
they're
marmots.
vicious.
Because
They make.
cockroaches don't die. Like it takes forever. Like
no,
you,
I just love that the cockroach of marmots.
I think.
That is awesome.
I think these honey badgers make it.
He is
rock-
the Orville Redenbacher of skiers.
what?
I think the honey badger.
that one.
I think the honey badger makes Rocket Raccoon look like a wimp. To be,
Yeah.
to be
Honey badger
honest.
would mess Rocket Raccoon up to no end.
Yeah, because it was like, I mean, they're so smart. There was this guy. He kept trying. He apparently this was a honey badger that was a pet, and so he was, he took it in, and he would break out of his cage, and then he put him in like this fortress, a cement fortress. He would like take a stick, take his back legs, put the stick up against the wall, and climb up the stick to get out.
So they had to take all the trees and everything out.
And then when they did that,
He did rocks.
He did rocks.
He
piled up rocks
He
to get
piled
out.
up rocks to get out.
They took the rocks out. He made mud balls and stacked those up to get out.
Wow.
Holy cow.
And then he got in the house. He opened his refrigerator
With his back legs.
with his back legs. Got into frozen bacon. I'm like, I'm
And
glad
you-
we don't have honey
and
badgers
he was
around
just
here.
like, you just sit there and let him eat it because you're
He
not
earned
gonna,
it?
Right, you're not going to take it away.
Well, you can't take it away because he'll tear.
Probably tear you apart.
Yeah, he'll tear your hand up because they aren't nice.
Well, he can just get into the fridge, so why not?
Yeah.
So we recommend watching that documentary because it was so crazy.
Yeah, I want to
So-
be a honey badger. If I die and come back, I want to be one of those.
Yeah, no kidding.
And let's see, we also went maternity shopping because I need stuff because I'm
Yep.
getting big.
Oh.
And we went to this consignment shop called Another Time Around.
Another
Whatever.
time around.
They said Upscale maternity. I was like, oh crap, they're gonna be so expensive, because when someone says Upscale, you think,
Yeah.
just gonna. I walk in, this stuff at Upscale. They have stuff from Old Navy. I'm like, how you gonna be upscale? I mean, I'm not complaining because I did get a cute jean skirt for $1 that I can't wear
Right.
afterwards, but darn is cute. And then I got some canvas pants, but
It was weird because,
it was funny.
Renee had been talking to her mom.
Oh.
Her mom's really excited. Hey, Mom, I know you're
Hi,
listening.
Mom.
Hi,
And-
Mom.
And she's gonna kill me for saying this. And she's really excited. She won't say it, but she's really excited
She's so excited.
for the babies. Of course, this will be her first grandkids and everything. And so she wants to do a lot with Renee.
Yes, she wants
As
to.
much as Renee would allow her. So she told her mom that, I want to go shopping with you. We're going to go shopping together. And, Renee's been doing a little shopping every now and then as she needs stuff. But she was going to save some time to go with Mom. But Renee accidentally, I don't know if she accidentally.
I don't know. I didn't even think about it.
She told her mom that she went to Another Time Around. And, Lord, she was like, I thought we were supposed to go shopping.
I was like, we are, Mom. Just because I've been one step, we can't go again. My mom is like, she turned, like, she was never one to ask about grandkids. She never asked a
she
single one of
never
her
did.
children.
Yeah.
She has 4 girls. Never even mentioned grandchildren. As soon as I got pregnant, she went to grandma mode. It was,
Of course.
it was kind of cute though, because she was all like, "We're gonna do this, and we're gonna take care of them." I'm like, okay. It was just cute though.
Yeah, because we did their 40th anniversary.
Yes.
Their 40th anniversary. We did a video for their 40th anniversary, interviewing their friends and everything.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was a nice
and
party. It was great.
we had a big party.
They didn't even know about it. It was
It was surprise and everything else. And so part of it was showing this video. And we cut this part out in the main video, but
We did cut it out.
But I made a second video that had everything. And one of her friends, Miss Vonda, was like, and you guys, y'all need to give her some grandbabies so that she can pass along those organizational skills to her family.
I was like, okay, Miss. Yeah.
And Mom was like,
crazy.
I didn't tell her to say that. I never mentioned grandkids.
Because she kept saying that. I didn't tell her. I was like, okay, Mom, we know you aren't pressuring us. So I guess I'm glad I didn't have the pressure of Mom saying, I want grandkids. Where are my grandkids? Because I've heard from people that said it gets on their nerves.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that was fun. And then it was my cousin's 17th birthday. So my mom has this thing. If it's your birthday, you get to choose what you want to eat. And everybody has a get together at the house.
It's a good rule.
Love the rule.
So
Definitely a good rule.
So everybody, like whatever you want to eat, she'll make it. So she wanted tacos. So my mom's not used to making Mexican food, really. She's more of a home cooking kind of person. So she had to kind of get my help on deciding what to get and how to fix stuff. And I was like, that's cute because I love Mexican food.
She's
I
like,
make it all the time.
What kind of Mexican rice am I supposed to get?
I was like, just go to just find a box that says Mexican rice and just buy it. I don't make it from scratch because I'm not that. I'm a little too lazy. So that was fun. But why couldn't we stay?
We couldn't stay because
why couldn't we stay?
I was running the temperature beforehand. So yesterday morning I woke up, made breakfast. Actually, I made. Do y'all have a Bob Evans out there?
We don't, but
I've been to one.
Yeah, out in other states, I've been
Separately.
to a Bob Evans.
Yeah.
Bob Evans.
Bob,
Yeah.
Bob Evans.
So
Great.
did you go for breakfast and then did you have their gravy by chance?
No. No, I haven't, but I've
Their
heard their
sausage
gravy.
gravy is
It's good. I went for dinner, but I had their breakfast.
Right. So
Yeah.
So I got up Sunday morning and I wanted some Bob Evans. But I also want the recipe for the gravy. And Bob Evans actually has their recipes for all their foods on their site.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I actually made their gravy. I didn't have any biscuits, so I had gravy, toast, and eggs, right? And
Gross. Sorry, what? Sorry,
so I was
go on.
about halfway through eating it, and I was like, man, it's really cold in here. And I was starting to get a little achy and stuff. So I finished eating. And I think about halfway through watching the Honey Badger documentary, I said, let me go take my temperature real quick. And my temperature was at 99.9.
Oh, jeez.
I was like,
Wow.
that's not good. So I went and I laid down.
I made you take a
Renee
nap.
made me go take a nap. I slept for like an hour or two.
I have to make him get well.
I slept for like an hour.
You know, Honey Badger would just sleep that off.
I know. So that's that's what I had to do, right? You know, so I went and lay down for a bit, and about halfway through my nap, I woke up an hour later, took my temperature again. It was 101.9. So I was like, okay. And so I slept for like another hour or so, and it came back down. Renee was getting ready to go over for the birthday party. It came back down, and I felt okay. And I was like, well, I guess I can go over there. And then
I should have put my foot down, but this is where I didn't.
So
I was
I
like,
go-
all right, we can go.
So I go, and I keep my distance from everybody. You know, I don't want to be patient zero. So I'm staying back, you know, doing the air hugs and stuff and stay over there. And I think probably an hour of sitting there, Renee was like, go ahead and take your temperature, because I started feeling a little tired. And I took my temperature at 102.1.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, okay, Mom, okay, bye.
Renee
We're
was
going
like,
to go.
We're going to go now.
Like, there was no, of course we were going to leave. And I was like, I can't believe I allowed you to come over here. And I need to put my foot down when it comes to his house more. He doesn't take care of himself as much as he should.
So I came back home and relaxed and ate and went to sleep.
Took Tylenol.
Took some Tylenol.
We couldn't watch The Walking Dead. He was really sad because I made him go to bed
Because we watched Downton Abbey first.
instead because...
That's
Sorry.
a good balance. Downton Abbey right into Walking Dead.
Yeah, but that's what we usually do. We have a strategy.
So
to
here's
that.
the reason why we do Walking Dead into...
No, Downton Abbey and
Downton Abbey and Walking Dead. Downton Abbey doesn't have commercials.
Mm-hmm.
So we we watch Downton Abbey all the way through. Then we go watch Walking Dead, which cuts...
Because you can fast forward.
Right.
to
It usually
commercials.
cuts about 12 minutes off.
Yep.
But don't you need that downtime like that? I mean, sometimes
comedy
Walking
after,
Dead.
yeah.
Yeah, we need comedy after.
Walking Dead is kind of comedy sometimes, depending on who's on there.
Last week was really boring.
It was weak sauce last week. I haven't seen this week's, but last week was kind of weak sauce.
Yeah, it was really boring.
And then Jay found a video. Okay, so there's this chicken place called Dino's here in Louisville.
Oh.
It's in.
It's not. It's a curb store.
It's a curbside chicken store. It's in downtown West End kind of thing.
It's the West End,
which isn't the best area of Louisville.
It's like going to Compton.
It's like, well, it's not. It's probably not that bad.
It's not that bad.
So Jay found a video. Here, you can tell better than I.
So I found a video from our local news station. Says, lady, custom. What was it? Yeah, lady walks in with gun to Dino's in the middle. Well, it wasn't in the middle of the day. So basically, it was this video of this lady walking into the store, just wielding a pistol, just carelessly, and everybody in the store, there was like on the video there was like 6 people, and 4 of those people looked at that lady like, "What's up, yo?"
Yeah, they didn't even like flinch, and I'm like,
and the
what?
2 people that was like, "Oh my God," they were trying to get away. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was white people.
Yeah, and it was.
Everybody's like, "Hey, you mind if I just pick up my order and go and get out of the way? Is that cool? Can I do that?"
And if it was me, I would have been running too, because I don't like going on the West End.
Yeah,
and then so I put it on.
We don't love going down there.
So I put it on Facebook, and I tagged my brother-in-law and my father-in-law, and it said, "See, this is why I won't go to Dino's in the middle of the day. This is at 1:45 p.m.
Yeah,
and then
it's the middle of the afternoon, like.
And Dad was like, "I guess they should have had their chicken ready."
and I don't know, it was just so freaking funny. So,
and my brother-in-law told me yesterday that they did an interview for the owner, and the owner was doing an interview and said, "We usually don't have this type of activity happen during the day."
Not during the day, but see, and when I was young, I wanted to go down to the West End all the time because that's where the boys that I liked were, and and my dad wouldn't want me going down there, but of course I was defiant, and I was like, everybody's not bad down there, nothing's gonna happen to me, I'm like 16,
of course.
17, of course, that's the attitude. Yeah, so I was not allowed to go down there that much, and never at night. So yeah, now I kind of see why.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad. So
yeah, it's pretty bad. So what do you guys have going this weekend? What did y'all do?
We're desperately trying to watch all 9 Oscar-nominated Best Picture films before the Oscars next weekend.
And I swear we are going to do it.
We are going to do it. Yes,
this will be the first year we have done it.
It's totally true.
So 12 Years a Slave is on that list, right?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched that?
Go ahead.
Have y'all watched it?
We have, yes. Yeah, the only 2 we have left are Philomena and Nebraska. Nebraska comes out on video tomorrow. So, boom, we're heading over to either the Redbox or renting it on the iTunes, whatever. And then Philomena on Friday night, and then we're done.
I want to see Nebraska.
Nebraska is one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most through this whole process. Her and Nebraska are the ones I was like, all right, these are ones I'm really, really excited to see. Gravity, of course, was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Gravity.
We had the double feature on Saturday. We watched The Wolf of Wall Street in the afternoon and then rented Dallas Buyers Club in the evening. And if we were to watch a third Matthew McConaughey movie that day, I think he'd claw us like Candyman. He'd like show up in our bathroom as soon as the lights are off with a hook hand. And
I know. He continually got worse and worse looking from one movie to the next. It's like, dang.
That's hilarious. Speaking of Candyman, do you know I'm stuck on that episode of Film Sack because it went off on Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
It's like episode number 3 or 4. And I have a thing. It's really weird. I have to watch the movie before I see Film Sack. And I'm cheap. And I won't buy it.
I'm the same way.
So I'm stuck on like episode 4 of Film Sack. But think of all the Film Sacks I have in the future to watch.
Yeah.
So you've actually stopped. Like you
That's what I
didn't
do.
just skip that one and move on to the next film.
What if there's an inside joke that I miss?
There's why.
This is my problem.
If there's an inside joke where you guys may reference a movie from before,
then Renee, I flip out. I'm like, I missed it. It's over.
So yeah.
But anyway, so
There's only a couple of those. Like, thanks to Wild Wild West, we now have the term "chicken a bucket," which is any item or anything that happens in a movie that they don't explain or come back to later that seems to be pretty important. For example, in Wild Wild West, at the beginning of the movie, you see Will Smith in a water bucket in like the water tower with a woman, and the water tower falls over and dumps him out. And we never see her. Like, what happened to the woman? So that's the chicken a bucket
See, that's awesome.
explanation.
Exactly.
See, you can always just ask. Also,
You could always ask. Yes, I'm sure there's a wiki somewhere too that
Asking
explains
things
it.
is not my forte. You know, I don't ask. I must experience.
so
So that's awesome. I can't believe you're not going to watch all of them. That's so awesome.
I know, and I will say I've been reserved on watching 12 Years a Slave.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It was
It's
it was one I really wanted to see, and it was one that was oh my god. I mean, there were points where it's like you just want to bawl,
Right.
but you're in the middle of this theater, and
Yeah.
and you just it was so depressing and so
Yeah. Movies
So
about
heavy.
slavery or civil rights, they kind of get me really personally, so it's
So-
kind of tough.
That was my
this
sec-
one will get you personally
So-
for sure.
This was my second reason why I didn't want to watch it. My top reason was because what's his name played the bad guy in Serenity,
And okay, Jay has this problem.
right.
He can't compartmentalize people in their roles.
I can't, I just
he carries
refuse
them
to.
over to different movies, and I'm like, you can't do that.
That's just going to snowball too. It's like it's just going to keep adding up because all these actors you like are there's always going to be some movie you've seen them in. It's like, nope, I can't see a movie with him because he pushed Sandra Bullock out into space.
Yeah.
Forget it. I can't watch
well,
it.
you know, Training Day messed me up.
Oh,
For-
yeah.
For
From
Denzel?
Denzel.
Lawrence
That-
Fishburne?
Really?
no.
Yes. Lord.
Really,
No,
Brian?
Samuel L. Jackson, wasn't
Yes. Yeah. That's him. Yeah.
No, the other black guy.
The other black guy. Not that one. No. Wait. The other one. Not the other two.
Nah, but Denzel, because I was sitting there watching the movie, and I still love Denzel, and
Yeah.
I knew then that he was a great actor. When I walked away from that movie, pissed off,
Oh, he was
Yeah.
so mean
He was
in that
good.
one, man.
I
He
was
is so-
like,
And
"Oh my
he never
god!"
plays a mean person ever.
right.
And
Yeah.
he knocked it out,
Yeah,
and I was
he
just
did.
like, I don't know. I think I own that video, but I know I own Man on Fire.
So you haven't seen Flight?
Yeah. J.K. said that we need to see Flight.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen
Good.
Flight
Yes,
yet.
it's
I know it's on. I think is it on Netflix
I
or?
don't know.
It might be streaming, yeah, because it's been a year.
If it's not, we
a
need
year
to add
plus.
it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that. I
If
did
not,
hear
we
that
need to
was
put it
pretty
on our
good.
wish list
Yeah.
for what we want to see.
Yeah.
So,
It's so good.
Well, so how many movies do y'all have left before you're done?
Two.
Just two, yeah.
Oh, you'll be
Philomena
good.
and
Oh, that's right.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
And
right.
Philomena is the one about is she trying to find her daughter?
Yes,
Yes.
Judi Dench trying to find her daughter,
Right.
and by the way, Flight is streaming on Netflix.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I have the automatic film site. Gotta look that up right now and find out if it's
Oh,
streaming.
I'm actually adding it to my list
Yeah,
right now.
got it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we actually heard about that movie on Sunday morning. That show Sunday morning, which I freaking love.
CBS.
Oh,
CBS
yeah, yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
I
morning.
love.
That's part of our new ritual now
For
on
Sundays,
Sunday
yeah.
mornings. Since we cut cable and then got cable back. Because
That lasted a week, didn't
right.
it?
well,
Yeah.
it lasted
Cord killers and cord reattachers.
It,
Yes,
it lasted
exactly.
13 days because it was like, okay, we cut it and we got the TiVo, and then we called Time Warner to see, because we heard of Comcast folks that were able to add HBO without a cable subscription, so they can do HBO Go. So I called Time Warner, and they were like, we can give you a better deal than what you have now, which was all we had was 30 megs down and 3 megs up. They said, we'll give you 50 megs down, 5 megs up. We'll give you the starter TV plus HBO for like $30 cheaper. Well, no, it was $20 cheaper. And I was like, you going to give me TV as well? And it's going to be cheaper?
Wow.
So now we just pay like $99 for.
Yeah, I think you put the fear into them. I mean, I think they're probably losing a lot of customers
Yeah.
to cutting the cord, basically, and so they're doing whatever they can to keep
Right.
keep their customers.
Yeah, so
And
we
now,
did that.
And now we have Comcast because Comcast bought Time Warner.
Well, I think all that stuff's
Right.
supposed to happen.
Oh well,
It still has to be approved by
yeah,
the
it has to be
FCC.
approved, but yeah, so that's awesome. So So is this the first year you all would have got done with the
The first year since they've increased the playing field to 9, 10 movies. Like back when it was 5 movies, piece of cake.
Right.
You know, we do that in 3 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
But ever since they increased the field to say, you know, we're going to just make it as big a crowd as we want, or big a set of nominations. And they had 10 one year, and I think 9 for the last 2 years. And last year we came close. I think we had 8 of the 9.
Right.
Yeah, we just had a more.
Which we still haven't seen.
Right.
You know, once
seen
the
and Lincoln. We didn't see Lincoln.
Oh, until afterwards. That's
Yeah.
right. Well, we knew what happened though.
Yeah, we did.
Everybody knows what happens in that
Yeah,
one.
blah blah blah. Get shot. Get on a penny. One more do you need?
No one don't look at your money.
That's right.
You know.
But that was our weekend. That and some really bad Chinese food.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
What? Oh,
Bad
speaking
Chinese
of
food is
Chinese
not
food,
good.
Yeah.
there was one time you guys were talking about Chinese food and the name of restaurants. There's this one place that's right across the street from my job. The name of it is Chung King Palace, right?
Right.
And the nickname we get having it for at work is Chucking Palace.
Right.
And it's true. It's
Because
a true
when you go
nickname,
there
though.
and you come out, about 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to be chucking
It's-
what you had.
That's awesome.
Haven't you been
the
there
one-
once?
I've been there twice,
And you won't go
and I was
anymore.
very selective what I had. Pretty much if it was deep fried, I probably ate it. But
Yeah, because they can hide anything in deep fried batter. You know,
Yeah.
any bad chicken or whatever. The one that's a few blocks away from our house is called Heaven Dragon, but we call it the Heathen Dragon.
And it's funny because we hadn't been to it. I don't know. The last time we were there, we got takeout, and that was probably
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
more than that. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been a long time, and we thought, oh, we'll just go there and we'll eat in, and this will be fun. And then it hit me pretty quickly, and then Brian's been dealing with the
I've been
repercussions.
dealing with it, yeah.
oh
Since.
man,
That's nuts.
yeah. I think our places. There's a place
We
right
found
up the street.
we found a decent one.
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty good.
okay.
And people are actually in there eating.
Yeah,
more,
we went in on
yeah.
we went on Chinese New Year, and all the regulars. It was a Friday, and all the regulars were coming in, and it was cool seeing some of these older couples come in, and you know, they were speaking Mandarin, telling them Happy New Year.
Oh,
I mean, it was like
okay.
he must have Googled that before he came in.
Yeah. But
You
it's
know.
funny.
Well, yeah, well, cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into some technology with a little PSA.
Technology.
All right, all you iPhone, iOS users, and Mac users that are running Maverick 1.10.9 or iOS 7. Whatever, you need to go update your phone ASAP.
I looked at my
Yes.
phone this morning and I didn't see anything.
What you did it Sunday morning, babe?
I did it on my iPad, I thought.
I don't know.
Oh, I have to look.
Well, there this past weekend, Apple released a security patch for for iOS devices. They have yet to release one for Maverick, where it's a situation where it's a man in the middle type deal. So if you get on a Wi-Fi where someone has network admin access, they can man in the middle your traffic through Safari or email, so they can steal your information. Basically, from what I understand, there was a cut and paste. There was a cut and paste error in the code that
Wow.
that made the SSL TLS check, which is your secure socket layer, if I'm thinking correctly, has an issue on those devices.
Yeah, and I think someone found it and exploited it and told them. I think this is how
that's the way it
things
usually
find-
happens. That's the way it usually happens.
Yeah.
But if you use Safari, if you haven't updated yet, just don't use Safari. You can use like Firefox or Chrome on your iOS device or on your Mac. Don't use Safari. Don't use the Mail app until you get upgraded.
That's crazy.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah.
I'm doing that tonight.
I'm never on a I'm rarely on a public network. So
Right. So that's
'cause
the thing.
I have cabin fever. I live in the basement.
Yeah, so if you're never on a public network, if you're never like on Starbucks or the McDonald's AT&T Wi-Fi, you should be fine. You know, if you're somewhere connecting to your home or somewhere, you definitely should be good to go. So that's definitely just want to get that out. I mean, it was kind of a high alert at work, but
of course at your work, because you all deal with PHI and stuff.
Well, the thing is, we don't do. Okay, just kind of behind the curtain, we don't do email outside of a container. So we use an application called Good, which is Good for Enterprise, and basically that they use their own encryption, 256-bit encryption, and that's outside of Apple. And your device has the encryption key, and the server has the encryption key, and then all the data in movement and in at rest is at 256-bit encryption. So everybody's PHI was safe. So that, and I manage all that stuff at our job. So that's why I was trying. I had to tell our managers and stuff to calm down. We're good. It's the people that may be using their phones for why they like they shouldn't. They shouldn't have. Well, they shouldn't do human work outside of that container.
And I'm sure somebody is.
Well, that's on them, and they're
they're gonna get fired. No.
Well, cool.
But yeah, so do y'all have any tech news? Any new gadgets you may have bought or wanting to buy or anything like that?
I'm probably going to be in the market for a new computer at some point here pretty soon. I don't know if well, I know you didn't hear the most recent film sec, but my computer actually shut down in the middle of it.
No.
And so and
that's like a new computer. What are you talking about?
This is new 3 years ago.
It's not the Air?
Oh no! My Air is great.
If the Air has shut down, now that's bad.
Perfectly fine. But it's my desktop machine that.
It's the one you got from your grandfather?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
3 years. It wasn't always yours. Maybe that's.
Wasn't always mine. So who knows what he put on it? What kind of videos he was surfing? I'm kidding. It's my proper English grandfather. I know that he treated this thing with kid gloves.
I didn't know your grandfather was English. You're that close to the continent, huh?
Oh yeah, that whole side of my family. I'm the first generation on both sides actually to be born in America. My dad's side is English, my mom's side is Hungarian, and
Look
I'm the
at
first.
You're a first generation.
And
aren't you first one born in America?
And you're part Jew also, right?
That's right. I'm part Jewish.
Yes.
That is what
a Duke. Aren't you like a part Jewish Hungarian Duke?
Jewish Duke. Jewish Duke is what I am.
So is the PC you'll be replacing, is that a Windows? Or is
no, it's a Mac. It's a big old iMac, 27-inch iMac, and I'm probably just going to replace it with another one, just a refurbished one, just because. Well, and then I'm probably going to be looking at the same problems. But,
are you going to sell that one?
I might give it to Tristan because he's been clamoring for a new computer, and if I'm wiping this thing and putting a new hard drive in it, who knows? Maybe that'll solve the problem.
You can buy an old iMac from 2000. Those are awesome.
Wow! Like
that was
my big deep CRT ones.
That was my first computer. Was an iMac, and it was pretty. It was the one that had colors.
You got a blue one, right?
Got a blue one.
I remember those. Those were awesome.
So excited. Then I realized I couldn't play half of the games I wanted to. It went immediately back. This is back when they didn't have a lot of crap out for the Mac. I was like, this is BS because I wanted to play a whole bunch of games, and they weren't out for the Mac. So back it went. So if I kept it, it would be worth some money.
Yeah, really. That is right.
So I hope you get a great computer.
I hope so too. I just hope I get a good cheap computer.
Macs aren't cheap. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, which probably means it won't be an Apple, right?
Yeah, probably won't be an Apple.
Actually, let's talk after the show. I might be able to help out with that. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah, Jay might be able to.
No, yeah, we can talk after the show real quick. I might be able to find something. But yeah. Anyway.
Cool.
Media. Movies, books, comics, TV.
And my 10-second bumper is still going.
It's way too long. Brian, please tell him that bumper is too long. I've been telling him that bumper is too long since he first played it, and he will not shave it down by like a few seconds.
I love how media is not enough. Like you have to explain. I'm talking about movies, games, books.
Yes.
TV.
Media is not enough. We have to do that. But yeah. So before, Jay, shut that down.
Yeah. Before we get into everything, since we're in media, we want to take a moment of silence
Oh yes.
for Egon, from Ghostbusters, Mr. Harold Ramis.
Ramis? Is it Ramis?
Is it
Ramis.
Ramis?
Ramis.
Thank you. See, Brian is good at that.
I would think it was Ramis.
Well, why'd you say that then?
I was just waiting for you to see if you would say it right.
See, you see how this works, right? I'm the Scott Johnson on ValentineCast.
Yeah.
And Renee is Brian. You know what I'm saying? Let me stumble, I guess, because I learned from that,
That's right. I know, and I think people would be really disappointed if Scott started pronouncing everything correctly.
I know,
and I
it'd be
couldn't jump
weird.
in on those anymore.
It'd be weird. And plus, you are the type of person that learns from doing. So you learn from messing up.
Yeah.
So there you go. I bet you'll never say his name wrong again.
Right.
There you go.
All right, so moment of silence for Harold Ramis. May your ghost never be busted.
Where'd you steal that from?
Facebook, I think.
Okay, there you go.
I saw Cheesy G say that.
Yes, it was Cheesy G. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You should have claimed it for yourself and be like, no.
Oh.
You could say, G got it from me. That's what you could have said.
What if I said
what I would've
yes
said.
and Tina would be like, Cheesy G said that. Don't come up in here claiming that.
It would be funny. But anyway,
I
so
can't claim that one.
movies by chance. We for those of y'all who don't know, who are new, we draw a movie every week to watch unless we get a suggestion by a listener from our Netflix queue. We have good and bad movies on there, or else it's not,
Yeah,
fun.
we have stuff like Sex Monster.
Jay put that on there.
That's because of the film sack movies, huh?
I don't know. We just go out I put the Power Rangers Christmas special out there just to have fun.
I put what was that, High School Musical on there because Renee's never seen it.
Yeah. So, but we've changed the rules. We're kind of cheating because of Jay. We're cheating because of Jay. So that now we draw two movies and we choose between them. We cheat because Jay hates horror movies and he hates reading. So eventually, so this means anything with subtitles. So eventually, there's going to be nothing but horror movies and subtitles on our queue.
Not true, because
we're going to have to end up watching those.
Well, what did we watch last week, though?
Last week we watched The Croods, which is
How was that?
DreamWorks movie.
It was weird.
It was a little weird.
Okay.
Kids would love it.
So it was good.
If I was a kid, I would like it.
It was a lot of slapstick humor, but it was like when you're watching it, you kind of like they don't even go into once upon a time there were cavemen.
Yeah, they just kind of start off with
they just starts off like raw,
It's kind of odd. And okay, this is a dumb thing to note. I know this, but it kept bugging me. And I kept thinking, this is not historically accurate. This is not historically accurate. And okay, because I'm sorry, caveman means science to me. Science means accuracy, and the Croods have zero.
And they did go with the whole Homo sapien and Neanderthal,
kind of.
Because there was the family that was Neanderthal, and then there was
the Homo sapien was a little bit more advanced, which really happened.
Yep, he was the one that had fire. I guess I can't say too much.
No, I don't know. It's an old movie, and okay, whatever. There's fire in there.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't. But I gave it a 3, and I gave it a 3 because I don't know. They had pretend animals in the freaking movie. I don't know why
It was like a whale walking the earth.
There was a whale walking in the earth. There were turtles that were flying in the sky. This is not an accurate movie by far. But it still bothered me.
But it was weird. I mean,
they could have had a chance to teach science to little kids, and they missed it.
So I mean, it was the story of the independent child and wanting to excel better, and the dad stuck in his ways type deal. You know,
a dad that wants to keep everybody safe. He doesn't want and the headstrong daughter is very, very tropey.
So Nicolas Cage was the dad. Emma Stone was the daughter.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds plays the Homo sapien.
Cloris Leachman was grandma.
Which,
she was great. She's amazing in everything she does.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
The Croods.
It was all right.
It was better than other stuff we've watched.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what is our movie for next week? Hando, thank you, but we are not going to be needing your services today. Hando rolls for us in a while.
Yep. So we actually got an email from Gary from Switzerland.
No. Scotland.
Scotland.
They're all the same thing, right? You wrote Scotland in the notes.
Did I?
Do you have the email up?
Yeah, I'm going to read the email. Let me just read the email real quick because he says it there. He says, just thought I would drop, hi, hello, Jay and Renee. I just thought I would drop you guys an email as I'm loving your podcast. I was listening to TMS and the original black fan called in again. It should happen more often. And thought I would check out your podcast. Great show, guys. I started listening only 2 weeks ago using YouTube as iTunes only gives the last 20 audio episodes. I'm loving it. I have a movie recommendation if you haven't seen it yet. Tucker and Dale versus Evil is amazingly simple and the only horror comedy movie since Shaun of the Dead that I really enjoyed. I hope it's streaming, but I can't check as I live in Scotland and have a different Netflix from America. Anyway, amazing show and hope for more call-ins on TMS. Gary. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
So we're going to be watching Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
And it is streaming, right?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Have you seen this?
I think it's funny that different countries have different Netflix features.
It's a licensing issue. You know, it comes from the studios more than it comes from Netflix. It's like, all right, you guys are authorized to play this in Europe, but not in U.S.
Now, people can get around that.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because, like, I think one time I forgot to start recording, and, like, after the show, we usually, like, have an after-show party where I'm playing some music and stuff. And I was playing Run DMC, and I forgot to stop my video recording, so it ended up getting flagged in YouTube.
Oh.
And so, basically, no one in Germany can watch can watch the video.
Really?
Germans don't like Run DMC.
Yeah, because we had a friend.
For free.
We had a friend that lived in Germany, and she was unable to watch videos if it was, you know, it depend on who it was, but yeah, it was very interesting. So thanks, Gary, for sending in that email, and we also got a tweet from Mo Halen, and he also suggested if we wanted to watch True Detectives.
Yes.
Which is on our list to watch.
That is on our list to watch.
With HBO Go.
I've heard so many people talk about True Detective.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Speaking of Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, right?
Does it really?
Oh, that is right.
You know what? I don't know who it has in it, but Matthew McConaughey, he's not aging well for me. His face looks really plasticky and tight and weird.
Yeah, tight it's like he's got thin skin stretched on some very sharp edges.
And I mean, when we saw him emaciated and it looked like
Dallas
that.
Buyers Club, he looks really bad.
And he used to be like, now I don't see him as like the ladies guy anymore. He just looks gross. And when he's on the red carpet, he wears the tackiest of clothing he could always wear. But anyway, I don't know. So cool. So Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Have you all seen this movie at all?
No,
No.
So
you'll have to let us know how it is.
It has an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's
That's pretty good.
And I mean, with him saying that this is the only horror comedy movie since Shaun of the Dead that he's really enjoyed.
Yeah,
that says a whole lot.
Shaun of the Dead was great. I liked it.
That says a whole lot. If you like that movie, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's Canadian.
Is it?
2010 Canadian horror film. It is.
There you go.
Hey, there's gonna be lots of apologizing and poutine.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Sorry for killing you, zombie. Sorry.
Sorry for the swears.
Sorry.
Okay. We don't know what that's about.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
We didn't mean to go there.
Okay, and so what movies have you all watched? Besides, so
let's see. Yeah. So other than
they didn't name them though. Leave me alone, Jay. I want to know the names. Put them on the spot.
Let's see here. So other
We've
than
been on movie kick
We
lately.
totally have. Yeah. Outside of Oscar stuff.
I watched the one that Nicole Spag had mentioned that had to do with women in the working world.
Oh,
It was it was the We Can Do It, or Can We Do It? You know the
Is it a documentary?
The poster.
It's a documentary, yeah. And gosh, I wish I could tell you more about it because I've suddenly forgotten, but it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it just kind of showed information about how women still how they're still perceived in the workplace a certain way, and how they aren't taken seriously. They still don't get the same they still aren't paid the same for the same type of work, and often get passed over for jobs, and it's just very, very eye-opening.
Yeah, that'd be good to watch because I work in a male-dominated field, so that'll be interesting to watch. Yeah, there aren't that many female devs where I work, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Other than that, I mean, lately we've seen Seven Psychopaths, which was okay. I like Sam Rockwell a lot. The guy can do no wrong for me. So
someone recommended that, and it wasn't streaming, so it was really good.
It was really good. Yeah, I'd say I'd give it a, 3.5 stars out of 5 kind of thing.
You have Christopher Walken. He's always entertaining.
Yes. Yeah,
Did he talk like he
talk like Christopher Walken?
Oh yeah, he that's no affectation. That's no act. That's how Christopher Walken delivers his lines.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We rented a Charlie Sheen thing called A Glimpse Inside the Mind of Charles Swan III.
Horrible.
Yeah, and it had so many good people in it. Like it had Jason Schwartzman from all the great Wes Anderson stuff. Bill Murray, speaking of Wes Anderson, he's in there. Aubrey Plaza, what's her face from Medium, Arquette, Patricia
Arquette. But it was it was like a story about his life, or kind of loosely based on his life, and it was horrible. I mean, his life isn't that great, and then you have a movie based on that loosely. It was bad.
Yeah.
We watched 30 minutes, and
we maybe
you
put
all
in an
bailed
hour
on it. Oh man,
that's rare. That's really rare that we will stop a movie halfway through and say,
what do we bail on?
I just can't watch any more of this crap.
So we bailed on. I know people. I got yelled at for this. We bailed on Clerks.
We bailed on Clerks.
Oh well. I can understand that.
Okay.
That's not for everybody.
Now, if you don't watch Clerks when it back when it came out, and you watch it now, it really doesn't hold up. If it's the first time you're really watching
Then
it.
we bailed on a comedy one as a Canadian comedian. Where he was pretty much doing.
He was doing fat jokes.
He kept doing fat jokes. I mean, they were. It's not. I've heard them all before.
It's like you gotta expand. If your whole entire routine is fat jokes, come on now. Just
right.
Yeah, right.
It was getting a bit much.
And then we bailed on MILF.
Bailed on MILF. That was one that we got.
I think we watched 12 minutes of that. And
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Wow, 12 minutes.
It was the worst.
We really got through the opening credits.
And then even sometimes when we do that, we fast forward the movie and we do the Cliff Note version. We just fast forward the movie and just kind of watch what's going on.
I try to watch all of it. It has to be really bad.
Sure.
But we couldn't even fast forward. We're just like, that's enough. I don't want to see that anymore.
JK says we should watch Dogma, but I've seen Dogma, and Dogma is really good.
Dogma's really good.
We've already seen Dogma.
Wow.
Such a good movie.
I mean, what movie where it gets it right about the 13th Apostle? Come on.
There's Buddy Jesus in it. It's great.
Right. And Alanis Morissette is God. One thing that we saw that was really good, good recommendation is The American with George Clooney.
That was good.
Really?
He's an assassin that's sent over to Italy.
Yes.
A small town in Italy, and he's having a hard time reconciling his life choices.
That's already on our list.
Good.
Oh,
yeah,
that's already on our list. I saw Clooney, and I was like, Clooney's one of my other actors. So there's Denzel Washington, George Clooney, and
Liam.
Not Liam. Armageddon dude.
Ben Affleck.
Willis?
No. No, the other one.
Tommy Lee Jones?
No.
Bruce Willis.
Thank you.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones was in there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah,
Was he
you know
in
what?
there too?
You know, there were a lot of prominent actors in there.
But JK said we should watch Flight for next week. So that's a suggestion. We're watching Flight next week.
We're watching.
Yeah.
That's
No,
really good
sorry,
too.
not
Yeah.
not next week, but the next week.
Oh, okay.
We already have one for the next week. Speaking of Steve Buscemi, I'm kind of jumping down a bit. Well, I'll wait.
No, it's fine. Portlandia.
We watched the first episode of Portlandia.
The first two episodes of Portlandia.
We'd never heard of it. I didn't know it was a sketch thing.
Right.
At first, I had no idea. We found out about it because we were watching Sunday Morning with Charles Osgood, and they did a special on Portlandia talking about it and what it was, and saying that everything that they filmed, it's kind of like how it is. Like, have you seen bookshop scene.
We've
Yes.
seen the women's bookshop.
It's an actual bookshop, and the calendar is their calendar. They didn't change that.
Right.
That's actually
Really?
their calendar.
Yeah, and I forgot what the name of the bookstore is. It's not Woman to Woman.
It's in Your Own Words or something like that.
Yeah, like In Your Own
Yeah,
Words
yeah.
or something like that.
But
Okay.
they were like, the people that come into the store, they're aspects of the people. Like, it's so I think what you see in the show is like what's in Portland just expanded a bit, you know.
Right.
And I admit,
it's not too fictional.
Right,
It's based on fact.
and I try watching it with an open mind, and I try not to be like Scott, thinking that everything that he sees in Justified is in Kentucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh.
Sure. Yes. What, you're saying that there's no Boyd Crowder running around and Dewey Crow doesn't have a brothel in a trailer park somewhere?
To be honest, I don't know what's going on in the Kentucky.
You know what? We don't. That in the Kentucky and Louisville are like two totally different worlds.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Totally.
Definitely.
You drive 40 miles outside of Louisville, and it is the most rural it can be. It's so
Right.
weird. But yeah, I bet you that kind of stuff does happen.
Yeah, it
somewhere
probably
in Kentucky.
does.
Oh, sure.
I'm not. Yeah, they have traveling meth labs and everything. We hear about it on our news. We're like, yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been to Kentucky. Went to Lexington. My dad used to live there. Lived there for a
not
few
so bad.
years, and just loved it. It's such a beautiful part of the country.
Yeah, but I do remember your dad saying, if you get lost, you keep going down the road,
lock
like
the
you
doors.
don't.
Right.
Yeah, don't go into a driveway. Don't go up to a house. Like,
Oh gosh, I would never go up to a house.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Because the thing is, Lexington is, even Lexington is a little bit different than Louisville.
it's a college town.
There's two. The joke is there's two classes in Lexington. There are those that own the farms, and there are those that serve the people that own the farms.
and they're
Right.
college people there too.
Well,
College
but the college people are the ones that serve the.
yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
But so that was good. We finished up House of Cards. Have you all finished House of Cards?
We haven't even started House of Cards.
No.
We-
Not even
the
it's
first
on our list
season?
of things that we want to watch.
Oh,
And it'll be a good binge watch.
Kevin Spacey.
That and Homeland.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Homeland either. so.
Yeah.
But Kevin Spacey is great.
And-
When Jay first started watching the series, he was turned off.
Yeah, I was turned off by
Kevin Spacey.
him breaking the fourth wall in the first
Oh,
episode.
does he? Okay.
He,
Oh,
spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, I mean that's not going to be a thing that's like, oh, here he's going to break the fourth
Well,
wall, just like
Yeah,
JJ
you don't know
Renee
when it's
told
going to
me.
happen. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does it right off the bat anyway.
Yeah.
And it's just it took me out for a minute. I was just like, I thought it was weird. I was like,
I like that kind of thing actually. I mean, I like when Ferris
Love it,
Bueller
love
does it. I like when there was something recently that we saw that was kind of like that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it is good. It is very good.
Yeah, it's such a good show.
I can't wait till you guys watch it.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch it.
I
You
actually
have to
Wall
talk about it
Street.
on TMS.
Oh, Wolf
In
of Wall
Wolf
Street?
of Wall Street,
Yeah.
DiCaprio spends a lot of time talking to the camera
Oh,
about
does
what
he?
he does.
Huh.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that. So then,
It's really good.
we also watched the finale of Downton Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
It was long. It was an hour and a half long, for those of you who don't know. But it was good. I thought it was good this year. Some things happened.
Yeah,
I mean,
it wasn't.
We don't do spoilers on here, but
It wasn't as exciting as previous years, but
yes, there's a lot of focus on Mary this season.
it was.
Um,
It was.
it's crazy, but I like the upstairs downstairs thing still.
Yeah.
And I love it when like Americans come over to England. It's so funny because like Americans they like show them as like these clods who don't know how to act kind of thing.
Yes.
It is so hilarious.
I love how they just think that I guess maybe we are. We're so barbaric.
Yeah, they think we're barbaric and crass and how we just
Sure.
bring up everything right away like yeah. But anyway, it's great. So and then also on Sunday morning with Charles Osgood, you wanted to talk about Me versus I.
Oh yeah, I had a great grammar lesson on Sunday with Charles Osgood. Osgood.
That I kept talking through.
That Renee kept talking through because
I
she
thought
already
you
knew this rule.
I thought you knew it.
So I am an offender of using me versus I. I'm an offender of using it incorrectly. I would say stuff like, "Would you like to go to the movies with Renee, Danielle, and I?" And it's not supposed to be I. It's supposed to be me.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So you
Right.
just take the other things out of it. So would you
Yeah.
like to go to the movies with me?
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I thought you knew that because
No,
that's a trick they teach you in
I
like
told
elementary
you.
school.
See, here we go.
I'm just saying they teach you the trick.
Could you trick it elementary school? I told you I wasn't listening. It wasn't math, so I wasn't
Yes,
listening.
he was a math person, and I was an English person.
And I was really bored. I was probably talking more than likely.
Yeah, probably. But do you know? I still have to think about that though. I think about it when I'm writing and when I'm talking, so I still have to think about it. It's not anything I do naturally.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean.
So that's why I love Sunday morning. They do stuff like that.
Yeah, and like Mo Rocca's on there. Mo Rocca's awesome.
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. So every Sunday morning we watch CBS Sunday Morning, and they have some great people on there. Like for the Oscars, they've been having the Oscar nominees and everything on there, and been talking about the Oscar movies, and so it's so good. It's great. So that's the TV shows. Are you all constantly just watching movies, or are you watching any TV as well?
We're keeping up with a few TV shows every week. I mean, we watch the stuff we've been liking lately are things like The Blacklist and
Orphan Black.
Orphan Black.
Loving
I haven't heard
that.
about
Yeah.
that.
Now, have y'all watched Rake or what's The Following?
Yeah.
The Following we watch.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Rake we haven't seen.
Is The Following good? 'Cause I heard that The Following just like that first episode they played. It just keeps getting worse.
But they
like,
advertised the crap out of it. That's why
The first season was fantastic. It was as good as any, as a good season of 24. The second season is it's meandering a little bit too much, and I'm waiting for it to kind of pick back up. But
Because if it doesn't, I'm done.
yeah,
Oh, Jay, we had to watch Orphan Black.
yeah, Orphan Black is fantastic.
A Canadian science fiction television series starring Tatiana Maslany as several identical women who are revealed to be clones. That's a spoiler,
Yes.
probably, but hey, that's in the little blurb. So
Yeah,
So
you
is
find
that-
that out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So
I
what?
didn't realize it was Canadian. I thought it was British. But
So what-
that
Yeah,
No,
makes- that
because
would
they
make
had
sense.
Canadian.
Yep.
There are some things in there that you pick up on that are Canadian.
That totally makes sense because it
It's on
seems like
BBC
they're
America.
according to Orphan Black, there are huge chunks of the UK where people don't have any British accents, where they speak without any accent whatsoever. So it would make sense that it's Canadian.
Yes.
okay, all right, yeah,
Relatively
like
simple,
huh,
okay.
that person doesn't have an accent. Oh, that's fine. And I
Right.
guess you know they're not really.
We had to find somewhere to watch it because right now we can't.
Dun, dun, dun.
We don't. That BBC America's not in our starting in our
In our package.
Starter package.
Not
Right?
in our package, but I'm sure we can. How many seasons is it?
One season. The
Oh,
second
okay.
season I think starts in April.
I was going to say
So you guys have time. but
maybe
it's-
we could get it from because we have a video store here that gets all kinds of videos from everywhere.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like they have like it's a local video store that's doing great in business. You can rent a whole season for a week for like
$4,
$4.
and that's not
Entire
like
season.
disc
Wow.
one of season one. That's
that-
all. That's
all the
season one
discs.
together.
And
That's
so
cool.
so we have places like that. So that's come in handy.
Yeah, they've been in business since 1997.
Yep. Wild and Woolly Video.
Wild and Woolly Videos.
great.
Opened in 1997 with 300 VHS tapes and harebrained schemes.
Yes, and they have some not for young people videos
Yes,
too.
you can go behind the
Yes.
curtain.
Yes, you can go behind the curtain.
Sometimes I just go to watch what type of people go behind the curtain. I'm like, eee.
But,
And there's a lot of professionals that go back there. Actually,
Yeah,
I see a lot of suit and ties go back
the
there.
suit and ties. And I got your suit and tie. As far as video games, we I don't know if you all know this, but we've been playing tons of Borderlands 2 because Jay bought Borderlands 2 for two of our friends when they were having that sale for the PC on Steam. So us and two friends created a party of straight psychos.
Right.
4 psychos.
So it's 4 psychos, and we're all leveling together, and it is.
It's
nuts.
crazy. Have you tried the psycho class for Borderlands yet, Brian?
No. Tristan played a lot of Borderlands 2. I've never played it. Well, I take that back. I played like the first. I played probably a good hour of it when we initially got it, and then Tristan just took it over.
Oh, the story in this one's so great, and So sad. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not unless Tristan told you how everything went.
Yeah, but we're not. But the psycho says random things like, "I have the shiniest meat bicycle," and and when he's rezzing someone, he said, "You aren't gonna die today. You're gonna die every day."
And he's like, "Don't worry, it's a safe touch."
And he's like, and he's in. There are psychos in the game, and now you can actually play as a psycho. So you see enemies that look like you, which is crazy.
Right. So you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're shooting, and you turn around and you see one of your cohorts, but you think it's a bad guy, and you just unload on him, but you don't kill him or anything. But
yeah, and the idea behind a psycho is that like it has some weird abilities. Like I'm in the burn tree, so I catch on fire if I do certain abilities, but I do more damage and I get more defense, and I'm on fire, and it's just it's a fun class to play. We go down a lot, but it's super fun. So we're gonna continue that. We're level 17 now.
It's 18.
18.
Yep.
So and I'm still continuing playing Tomb Raider Underworld. Wasn't able to play the Tomb Raiders before it because the control schemes were crap. And Brian, I'm a control person. Mm-hmm. If the controls aren't right for me, I'm not gonna want to play.
I'm with you, totally with you, yeah.
And it's like the past Tomb Raiders, yeah, you can use your controller, but I would try to run, and if I tried to strafe, she would just stop and kind of shuffle, and I'm like, well, that's not doing it for me. So I'm on the Underworld because I love Tomb Raider.
Right.
Cool.
And have you ever heard of Twitch Plays Pokemon?
No. I'm guessing it's related to Twitch TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week. So what somebody did was do an emulator of the old Game Boy Pokemon Red.
The very first
wow.
one.
The very first one. And he did some hacky code to where it reads the chat room chats and uses that to determine what moves to make in the game. And you can go to it now. I think it's going on right now. But and it got so bad because they got stuck on a area for like over 24 hours, I think. So they had to institute a democracy versus anarchy system to where it waits 10 seconds and then takes the aggregates of what's going on.
Yeah.
And but anyway, it's crazy. So we talked about that last week, and they're actually getting stuff done on there now with the new system. But they started a new one, and the feed was down last I looked, but it might be up now. Twitch, it's on Twitch Plays Whatev,
right?
But they're playing Zelda, so it's kind of the same thing. You tell them what to play in Zelda, and whatever you put in the chat is what gets done.
Yeah, so
that's really cool.
So it's really weird with Pokemon. So you'll see people doing A, B, B, left, right, down, and it was doing that. You see the dude just running all over the place. But then, like Renee has said, they implemented the diplomacy where it was anarchy or democracy. When it's democracy, it takes an aggregate of everybody, and it does it every 10 seconds. Yeah. And it says, okay, everybody want to do B, we go B, and A. But anarchy, when people go in and, if it's more people want to do anarchy, it's when it goes with every command that's happening.
Every single command. And there were, at the most, how many people?
The most,
100,000?
Last Thursday, when we were recording GoMad, they had almost 100,000 people watching that one stream.
Oh, wow.
So you could imagine there were tons of stuff streaming by. It was a circle, going into menus, going out of menus. And
I'm sure, yeah.
But it was hypnotizing to watch. So if you get a chance, go to Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Yeah.
And, it's pretty funny.
So Brian, I have to ask.
Yes.
I have a beef.
Uh-oh.
I have a little beef, man. And that beef is I want to talk about this one artist that you mispronounce on your show.
Oh my gosh! Okay. You're gonna bring up the beef? Okay, bring up
because I love her so much.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's this artist that sings "Smooth Operator."
Oh, we're talking about Sade, right?
No.
Yes. It's not. Wait. Sade. Wait.
Sade is
Sade.
how people pronounce it now.
I would love. So is that how they pronounced it? When did they pronounce it Sade?
Tina, keep talking. I'm gonna go get my proof.
Oh,
Really? Oh!
I have proof.
All right. This is
No, I do remember there was a time when her name was pronounced differently, and that was in the late 80s, early 90s, and then at some
Really?
point it changed, and it seemed weird.
So
Really?
Brian was actually showing everybody up with his music knowledge when he said Sade. He just proved he knows more about her than you do.
And it is right. See, that's why
How do you pronounce it, Jay?
Sade.
Sade.
Okay.
And that's so. I wonder if that's how it was pronounced when she was named, which her mom was kind of crazy. If so, because it doesn't have an R. But I guess people can name their kids whatever they like. But
See, that's why that's why we
That's why we have.
yeah. So he went to go get an album. I'm pretty
I
sure.
have in my
he's got
hands.
Okay.
I have in my hands an original copy of from RC Records or Portrait Records, her album Diamond Life. I'm going to hoist it up to the camera here.
Okay.
Oh, because my dad. You know what? Because my dad has this.
All right, and now I'm going to show you the spine of the album, or of the CD, I should say.
You know what? I never looked at the spine. I
Tell
never
me
looked
what
at
that
this.
says.
It says Sade.
Right there.
I never looked at the spine of the CD.
See now, I can't even talk about Brian because Brian was pronouncing it right the whole time.
See?
See, that's why I asked. I was like, "That's not like Brian. Brian usually pronounce things
I
right."
was like, Brian knows everything about music.
No,
so
not everything. Like, I'll get wrong, the Avett brothers. I think I called them the Avett brothers or Avett brothers or something. And Leaky Lee, I might have mispronounced. There's a bunch of artists who don't look like they're pronounced or aren't pronounced the way that they look like they should be pronounced.
Huh.
So I will mess that up every once in a while. But Sade,
wow.
I'll stand behind
See,
that.
why didn't you mention that? That would have been awesome little piece of trivia to mention in that, and then we would have been like, "Oh, Brian's the man."
And then,
See now,
It
but
even
we're saying
says it on
now.
the disc itself. Look at that.
That's crazy.
dude, I'm telling you, I did not look at that. I mean, I just put.
You were
this
too
in.
busy looking at her.
Yeah, I
and
kinda
listening to
was.
music. This is back in what?
I
It's
wanna
back in
see
what?
it now.
80 what?
There's a 83, right?
Oh, I was.
Or was
I
it
was 4
83
years
or
old.
87?
What year did that album come out to?
Oh,
Look at the
let
back.
me see.
Or actually, you look on the disc itself. I would say 84, 83?
85.
85.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
J.K. Grammer said your beef is weak.
Yeah, my beef is weak. And see, that's what I like. I mean, because I learned from it. Hey, if I never brought that up, I'll just been every time he plays a cover of Sade, I'd be like, "Damn it, Brian!
Yep.
I want to write in," but then I don't write in. You know.
Now you know.
But and then also, I like to say a lot of people don't know this, but I was on the first episode 00 of. Was it Musically Challenged?
Oh, really? Like the
Oh, my
pilot
gosh.
or
You remember that?
Yes.
It was the lost episode.
Oh, gotcha. You're right. It was one that didn't get recorded. It was the one with Scott and Randy, right?
I don't remember, but I remember you
No,
going in.
It was one. No, it was one of your buddies.
Okay.
I don't remember.
No, I
it was
was-
a long time ago. We
It
were
was
in
a
an old
long time
apartment.
ago.
George.
Jay was very nervous.
I was very nervous because I was like, Brian need to play. He needs to make sure he plays R&B because I don't know this rock and roll stuff.
But you actually got some stuff right.
I got some right, and then I was on that other episode. I think that was last year because we were here.
We were here?
You were doing the midday show with that one guy for the
Yes,
trivia,
turn up the trivia with
Yeah.
yes.
and
Yep.
and who won that one?
Who won it?
Yeah, who won that?
Oh.
Because it was between you and I. Who won that?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It must have been you because I don't remember. It was when we had like
That's Brian's
to name
defense.
10
I don't
things at the end of it, right? They were like name 10,
Yeah.
and I think it was Michael Jackson album or not Michael Jackson albums. What was it?
Um,
Do you remember what the list was?
I don't, but I know it was rock, and I barely guessed.
That's funny.
I guessed you were drawing the blank, man. I think you was just kind of. I don't know what's going on. You just had got through doing the morning stream. That's what I kind of said to myself. I was like, he just got through doing the morning stream, so.
That's funny.
You
Yeah,
know, he
blame
wastes
on
all
that.
of his
So that's-
his brain power.
Awesome. So Tina, do you play any games on consoles, PCs, iPhone, iPad?
Well, the only
Come clean,
thing
Tina.
I know, I have two things that I'm doing. One is solitaire, but the other one that I'm slightly addicted to is Tiny Death Star.
Oh yeah, I played that. I did
Oh.
play that.
Yeah, and
I did.
I was a little behind, and then I was getting to the point where I had almost all the levels completed, and so Brian had said, you know, he'd been completed for a while where he had nothing to do on it, and he's like, oh, I think they're going to they'll be coming out with an expansion, and I'm thinking, gosh, you know, I could really use a break right now, and that'd be fantastic. And I kid you not, the day that I finish it, the expansion came out, and I'm like, now I'm like stuck again. So I'm playing it, but the thing that I love the most that actually cracks me up, and Brian's like, you look at that, is the HoloNet. I swear to God, I look at the little
really?
like
Little
the little
Facebook
Bittisons.
Yes, yes.
They are so like some of them are so funny. I get the giggles.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
super cute. Like, I
know.
think I had to quit playing that because Simpsons tapped out. They came out with their Valentine's Day update, and that, you know, I can only concentrate on that when they're doing
Right.
an
Of
event.
course, yes.
So, in the Valentine's Day update, for those of you who don't know, it is over tomorrow. Last day is tomorrow to get all your hearts and to get your spins.
And have you guys played? Threes?
Threes.
Yes. Oh,
Oh
my
my
God, I
God.
love
Haven't
that. I
played
just
threes.
picked that up last week. I haven't even showed Tina yet, but she's going to be addicted to that now too. But no, you know what? Threes is great because it satisfies some sort of little primal urge that I didn't even know I had. With like
Really?
mashing numbers together and love
Okay,
it.
I'm not good at math. Would I still like threes?
Well, yeah, you don't have to be good at math for
Oh.
threes.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. I'm terrible. That is not my zhish. My zhish.
I'm with you.
All right, math, nah. Yeah. So, as far as iPad games, I'm still hooked on Pocket Mine because I am awesome in that. I have awesome hammers and awesome cards.
Right. Right.
But and plus I can only do 5 turns, so I don't do it. It's a ton. So yeah. So I get to play some games now, not as much as I used to, but
Yeah.
games are cool.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
And you guys will get a little bit of that, you know, when the twins are small, you'll have some time to play games, and then they're going to hit a certain age where it's like, oh yeah, you remember all that free time we used to have? Yeah,
I envision
that's
my
fun.
free time is gone forever. That's
You,
what I
you know,
envision.
and you know some of that too for me, where I actually fill in that stuff. Actually, it's going to be from doing my Vita.
Oh yeah, right.
You know, because, well, at least I hope. That's my hope, really. Is I'll be able to do more mobile gaming and stuff like that. And I've actually been enjoying my my Vita a whole lot.
I need to get back into it, especially with the remote play stuff, and
Right.
and get back into, you know, playing games remotely from the PS4 on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. You know what? I haven't used that feature. Maybe I should play Outlast on it. It might be less scary.
There you go. I hear that's
Jay
I hear
didn't
that's
get very
pretty freaky.
far.
I played about 10 minutes, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Yeah, I you know, and Renee made me turn the lights off and stuff.
I
so-
did. I made him turn them off. I was like, dude, you're not going to play this with the lights on. Just-
Right. Let's jump into some food.
The fridge is not prepared.
All right. So, babe, you have an update for us, right?
I do. I have a Valentine's Day.
Frogpants.
Frogpants total update. 174 people are in the challenge. They have lost 1,202 pounds, 6.9 pounds per person. Congratulations, everyone.
Way to go,
Yay.
everybody.
Insane.
That is awesome.
I'm very proud of everybody. Is that a ton?
That is
Almost a ton.
Almost a ton.
Yep.
What is
Yeah.
a ton? I don't.
2,000 pounds.
Thank you.
Or
Right.
2,000.
Just
Is it
just a
2,000?
couple hundred shy.
They're over half a ton. So I am proud of everyone. And people are still continuing to join our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/frogpantslose it.
Yep.
And there you'll find information on the challenge and the lose it group. and I will be jumping into losing weight in about 6 months. So yay me! So I'll be right on that bandwagon with everyone else. Because but I've learned even if I lose the weight, I still might not fit into my pre-pregnancy pants.
Right.
Sucks.
Yeah,
It's like your feet get bigger too. It's really weird.
Or your feet get bigger, your hips just spread, and all that stuff.
yeah,
It's
and
fun.
her doctor, her OB's like, cause she has twins and stuff. She was like, by 20 weeks, she says by the end of your pregnancy, I want you to have gained 40 pounds.
Yeah, I think it's 40.
40 pounds,
Yeah.
and she wants Renee to gain most of that by 20 weeks.
Right.
So
Holy
I need to
cow.
gain 20 pounds by 20 weeks, but I've actually gained 14, so I'm doing good. Some people have lost weight who are pregnant with twins. I'm like, that's scary. But so yay me. I'm getting big. My OB was excited. She was like,
you're doing great. Your stuff looks well. Your insides.
Your stuff.
Your
my cervix is nice and long.
Yes.
There's your TMI for the day.
Renee's cervix is very nice and long.
There you go.
And they say even when she presses down on it, it's longer than it needs to be.
Yeah, yay me. So
Yay.
it's like a weird thing to feel proud about, but I was like, yeah, my cervix is awesome. It was like but yeah, so join the group, everybody. Everybody's doing amazing, and I'm proud of.
Yeah, and we really hadn't tried any new recipes.
We really haven't, and I want to try some crock pot stuff this week.
Oh, we did. Oh, I wanted nachos last week.
Oh, Jay, yeah.
And I wanted nachos, but instead I made like a nacho dip and put it in the oven.
It was really good. We had refried beans, and then we had
ground
turkey with taco seasoning, and then we had cheese. And we baked that, and then we had some lettuce and sour cream and salsa and guacamole, and it was so good. And we ate it.
And the chips I had what's the Kuwana chips?
Quinoa chips from Costco.
Yeah, quinoa
black
chips.
sesame and quinoa and something. Quinoa.
Quinoa.
I never say that right. Ever. That's the one word I can.
I'm gonna start
right.
just calling Brian and Tina up and asking them how to pronounce stuff.
Yeah, they know how to pronounce
Chardonnay
everything.
is what those chips are pronounced.
It's Chardonnay. Chardonnay.
Those are tortilla chips.
Yeah.
Tortilla.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh! Sometimes when we go to Chipotle here, we'll get behind some people that will ask for the
Quesadilla.
They'll ask for the quesadilla. They'll say not rojo.
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 I want the
Rojo sauce.
The Rojo sauce.
Oh no.
Yeah. Some people say, I want the chicken burrito, but in a bowl. I was like, why don't you just say I want a chicken bowl? Anyway, sorry.
Right.
But
The little things get on my nerves. But
have you checked? Brian, have you checked? And Tina, have y'all checked out that Native American restaurant there in Colorado, in Denver? The one that we swung by?
Oh, no, I remember.
Which one?
Yeah, it was when you guys were on the way through to Nerdtacular. We were talking about getting together there, and it just didn't work out time-wise.
What was it?
It's over on 32nd and Federal.
It was
Hold on.
Man versus Food. That's all I remember.
Or not Federal, but 32nd and like Tennyson area.
hold
I don't
I'll tell you
know.
right
The name
now.
of it,
It's
though.
called Tokobe. Tocabe. And
No, I
American
haven't. But
Indian
what should we
Eatery.
eat there?
We had the buffalo taco,
Yeah, and their taco, it's like a flat
fried bread.
fried bread kind of thing. It's really good.
44th and Lowell. I was off a few blocks. It's funny. I did a search on Google, and the second thing comes up is Taco Bell.
And just a warning, it's hot as heck in the summertime. I don't think they have
Yeah, when we
air
pulled.
conditioning. It was freaking
Oh,
crazy.
that looks really good. I'm looking at the photos from the website.
Yeah, it's
Tokabe.
it was really good, and
Yeah, there's stuffed fry bread. Yeah, they have
I
fry
just
bread.
wish, I wish we could have spent more time in Denver when we were
Denver
there.
was and it was amazing. It's like you get out, we gas up our car, you can smell weed in the air. I
Serious?
swear.
Well, it was
probably from somebody.
It was the gas station we were
It's
at.
probably from
and
somebody.
It was somebody's
but
car.
I just
babe.
I just thought it was hilarious. I was like, I smell weed.
Oh,
Well,
that was a year ago. Wait till
And that's
boy.
that's kind of a funny area too. I mean, it's kind of the up and coming, but still kind of
Oh,
I don't know.
It-
Not always the best.
It's
place.
questionable.
It is like our Bardstown Road.
Probably
Is what I'm going to say.
maybe.
That's the way I think of it. Bardstown Road is one of 3 hipster areas here.
It's a little
in
hipsterish, and there's some parts that are coming up. But anyway,
But
so,
yeah.
it's just some odds and ends. I want to hear Johnny.
All right.
Odds and ends.
As we're wrapping up the show here, we have some birthday wishes we want to tell folks.
Do have some birthday wishes, and I'm sad he's not here, but it is his birthday today.
It is.
So I understand why he's not here. But if he was here, we would have sang him happy birthday.
We would have.
Aaron from the Black Astronauts podcast, his birthday is today.
Yep.
Yay!
Happy birthday,
Aaron. Daryl Shaler, who's in the Tadpool, his birthday is tomorrow.
Yep.
So maybe he'll give you all a song tomorrow for you to play for him. If not, you should play for him anyway. And then
That's not how you put a request in, Renee.
sorry, Zoot. I have to go through the proper channels. Zoot's birthday. This is Zoot, right?
It is.
Zoot's birthday is on Thursday. I don't want to give out her real name. But
She's from AIE.
She's
Or
from
Curly.
AIE.
She goes by Curly also.
Curly, yeah. Her birthday is Thursday. Thursday. Happy birthday, Zoot. I know her as Zoot from way back when.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just from old school.
Yeah. So Renee and I, we're actually going to be on Nerd Parents this Thursday.
Yep.
Yay.
So
Oh, that's
Jay
so fun.
Jay is a parent and I am a parent to be, so this should be an interesting episode.
Yeah, a lot of
Well,
people.
you're a step parent.
Yeah, I
Right.
am a step parent.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Well, I guess one of the reasons why I don't talk about it a lot is because I've been asked not to, put them out there from their mother and stuff.
Yeah, it's understandable.
But I do have, when I'm proud of Daniel and everything for doing well in school, especially this past quarter. I do talk about them, but I have 3 kids.
Right.
My oldest, she'll be 17 in April.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same
Good
age as
luck with
Tristan?
that.
Or is
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tristan just turned 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you know how to with teenagers.
Yeah.
My favorite thing with Tristan still is when he did parkour off the wall. I still
Dude.
talk about that. So
We
people
still
I don't
have the
even
whole
know.
too.
We still have the hole. I've actually,
It's
yeah,
awesome.
I have supplies to.
I noticed
For him
you
to
put
fix it.
you put those right. You put the plaster like right where I sit down because I think you're trying to hint that it's time to fix that, Brian.
well, I
know.
thought that was Tristan's job.
It's
It
going
is.
to be. He's doing the. He's
But he
doing
doesn't
the
know what he's
lion's share of the
doing.
work. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he doesn't know what
somebody's
he's
got to
doing.
supervise.
So I still talk about that to people I don't even know. My friend's son did parkour off the wall. It was so hilarious.
And I will tell you this: when I told Renee what Tristan did that same day, she was like, "This is why I hope we don't have boys."
Yeah, I did say that because I've heard
I
so
know.
many like boys throwing remote straight at the flat screen TV.
Oh,
Yes.
But anyway,
yeah.
yeah. So sorry, talk about your other kids. Sorry, I totally interrupted.
No, you didn't. No.
I did.
And then Daniel, Daniel he turns 99. I hate this part. He turns 15 in December. I can't believe. Is that right?
No, I think he's
yeah,
short.
99-15.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at you.
So he's 14 now.
Yeah. And then Benjamin's 10. You know.
Your kids are getting older, babe.
And I'm gonna have 2 more.
You have 2 more on the way, and our kids are. I'm gonna try not to talk about them every second of the day, but they're definitely gonna be kind of out there because I live my life out there. So, you all keep a good thing of privacy with your kids. So, you all are good examples. You don't tell everything that Tristan does and embarrass him to all get out, but
Right. Well, we know. Yeah, exactly. Because that is what you got to worry about. I mean, that's, it's one thing for me to offer up all the details of my life and, throw up during TMS and be completely transparent about it. But to throw that out for Tristan without without asking him permission to do so, obviously, yeah,
does
that would be bad.
he even hear TMS or does he?
He doesn't. No, he doesn't listen to anything that I do.
Aw, TMS is so funny. I think he would like it.
Well, he's young.
I guess
he's
that's his
young,
dad.
yeah,
it's a little
and-
different when you hear your dad.
Why do we hear Dad and his corny jokes for?
That's
hears
right.
them all
And
the time.
He hears them constantly anyway.
Yeah.
I know.
His music style, his tastes are so different from mine.
And then you know how I know how the fan base can be and stuff like that. You know what fan base friends or however you want to say it. I'm pretty sure they go up to Tristan and be like, "Yeah, or heard you like doing parkour in the basement." And I know, basement. And I don't know. He's like, "Man, I'm tired of everybody coming up to me talking about that damn parkour."
Oh, especially at Nerdtacular, poor thing. He's probably gonna get his share of that.
You know what? Then we can sit there and say, you know what? Then don't do that. Don't do it.
That'll teach you to not do stuff like that anymore. But
Exactly.
that's awesome.
Well, cool. So, Brian and Tina, how can folks get a hold of you guys outside of here?
Best way to do it is to go to Coverville, coverville.com or twitter.com/Coverville. That's kind of the home base for me, and Tina gets things remotely through there.
Right.
And of course TMS on Monday through Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. We're working really close to get a 5th show a week. Very, very close.
Wow, we're so excited about that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited about it's just Patreon is an awesome.
Patreon is it
It
Patreon
really
or
is.
Patreon?
It's Patreon.
Patreon.
Okay,
Yeah, but
good.
the people
Don't listen to me.
the people who contribute are patrons.
Don't listen to me.
Okay. I thought it was Patreon, but I just wanted to
I'm
make
just
sure.
saying.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
I love it. It's great.
it's totally amazing. And
Yeah.
It's like a Kickstarter, but
I
not-
can't remember.
yeah.
I know we were Coverville citizens. Are we Coverville citizens?
No,
You guys
Yeah,
are from Coverville
we
citizens.
we were,
Okay.
but we're not now because
You're honorary Coverville citizens. We'll talk after.
we
Oh,
the
were,
show.
but we're it's,
I can't remember. I was like, babe, did you pay the bill?
well, the PayPal, the card got switched over. It expired. Okay. It's,
Oh.
No worries. That killed that the PayPal and their subscription things are just, it's destroyed me maintaining a good solid set of citizens. So it's not you, it's them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, I'm glad that we can find you there, and I'm glad that I'll be able to keep talking to you all.
And I'm sorry I took so long to ask you guys on the show. I mean,
It's Jay's fault.
I know. I've been waiting here, and I'm like, I don't think they like me, Brian.
it really has been.
It's actually probably me, not you,
You
Tina.
are actually on the list.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the list. You are on here.
And it's just, and that's Brian done the way I've asked, and he said yes, and I just haven't gotten back.
You didn't want me to go down the list of people that we don't even have on here.
Sure,
No.
Barb's on there.
Barb is on here.
We had Barb on, didn't we?
No.
Yes, we did. I thought
No.
we did. Barb, we had you on.
Joel and Jocelyn. We haven't had
Yeah.
them
Oh,
on.
Oh yeah.
See, we need
Oh,
people.
wow.
Last,
I'm horrible.
yeah, I had the last guest we had on here was November. That's not right.
I still blame Jury because
That's true.
he's been busy with the Adam Adam show.
And they've been there, and they're having their new show, the Night Attack thing. So he's busy with that now.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my NSFW shirt in
I
solidarity
saw that.
for
Yes.
their
Last show for NSFW tonight.
Yep.
Man, we had Barb on.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember
okay.
that. I think. See, I had Paul
Killing
Fox
me.
on here twice, and when I had him on,
He forgot.
I forgot. And I was like,
You're the worst.
I've been waiting so long to have you on. He was like, well, I was on last year. I was like, really?
we are the worst.
Yeah, but anyway.
All right. Well, awesome. We're just so glad to have you all on here, and you all are some of our favorite people. And,
Oh, we're glad you invited us. Thank you guys so much. It's been a blast.
so great.
Definitely.
So if you want to reach ValentineCast by email, you can email us at thevalentinecast@gmail.com. You can also see our blog at valentinecast.com, and you can see previous show notes. The podcast Twitter feed is ValentineCast. We'll tweet there whenever shows are about to start. The Facebook page is facebook.com/ValentineCast.
If you wanted to call us, you can do so at 415-75-VCAST. That's 415-758-2278. Video can be seen at youtube.com/ValentineCast. My Twitter feed is The Cowboy. That's TheCaoboy. And Renee's Twitter feed is The Ice Flow.
Ooh.
Chat room, thank you so much. We want to thank Gnomewise over at Alpha Geek Radio for allowing us to live stream this. You can get over at mobile.alphageek.com doing some great things over there. Thank you so much. And we'll thank everybody for listening. We'll see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Boobs.
All right.
Yay!
Oh, yay! Barb, when do we have you on? Because I need to update this.
Yeah, we had
freaking
Barb
thing.
on. I thought we did. No,
Oh, darn. Now I don't know when we have
That's
Barb.
all right.
That's so funny. Barb from Nerdtacular.
Yep.
Miss Mogra.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me check here, Brian. Actually, I'm checking before I let you go.
Sure.
Oh.
All right, I need to go
All right,
check
bye,
on
Tina.
food.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks,
But
Tina.
Thank you guys so much.
No
Thank you so
problem.
much for
Thank
being
you.
on.
Oh yeah. Are you still gonna record? I don't know if you want to record this or not.
All right, hold on.
I don't know if it's.
Who knows what YouTube will do with this one? Yeah.
You know.
All right, so I'm stopping that. Stop recording. Yes. Okay, let's stop. Use disconnected. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, because she did Miss Mogra's voice. I'm actually because I did this for my father-in-law too, and
can't
that was
believe I
like
didn't
2
write it
years
down.
ago.
Yeah, it
And
was. Well, he's trying to, because he has a place he can get discount on Apple stuff.
Oh, cool.
So maybe that'll help you out.
Oh, is it the link to the like the refurbished, or is it a?
Yeah, they have refurbished out there also.
Mm-hmm. I've got a contact who's an Apple employee who was the one who hooked me up with my my iPad Mini when Alamo stole mine a few years ago or last year.
Yeah.
So he helped me get a discount on the replacement. They paid for it. Alamo paid for it, but because of his discount, I was able to get a much better one.
Nice.
That's
Very
pretty nice.
So let's see here. Shop Mac. Refurbs. Where you at, Refurbs? Where you at, Refurbs? Oh, there you are. Certified refurbished. You looking for?
I'm still trying to decide. I think I'm getting one of the new thin iMacs, the 27-inch quad core big mama jamas. I don't think I'd been looking. I'd drool over the new Mac Pros, the new black cylinder ones, but they're $3,000 for like the base one.
We priced one out because I work closely with the guys that kind of order those things, and so we were kind of pricing it out. And this is and he was like, yeah, most of these people that order it, they want to beef everything up. He beefed it up like they normally would. Thing was almost $10,000.
I believe it. I totally believe it. Yeah, I couldn't do
People
it.
pay for stuff like that.
People who do video editing, I'm guessing. I mean, that's probably the biggest market for those are people who, who do a lot of video stuff, who need that extra power for that. But
There would have to be a tax write-off or something for me.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So check your Skype chat there.
Oh, okay.
The first one is
hasn't come through yet. Did you send it to?
Which Skype you sent it to me?
what?
I'm not seeing it in there yet. Let me see if Skype chat is working.
Yeah, you just said test.
Yeah.
You know what?
But there's nothing.
Oh, I swear. Did you set,
Lizzie sent it to Coverville.
did you? Oh, wait a minute. Did you set my friend request? Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, let me see. I bet I didn't. Which is funny because it won't. Let's see. It's funny. The Skype has an icon for that there's a waiting message, but it doesn't.
It says waiting message.
Skype is tripping.
But it won't let me accept a friend request. I think while I'm on.
Okay,
check your. See if I.
Okay, check your IRC.
I just can't think of a reason why I would need a Mac. I just really don't. I can't justify getting one.
So that first one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that first one's the 2013, and that's the price there.
Is this open to everybody?
Cool.
No.
No, it's just in here. Okay, yeah, that's because I was looking at the the refurbished site as well, and that's kind of pretty close to what I was seeing there too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it?
then.
Okay, good. good.
Yeah.
Never
but my
mind
next
then.
step is going to be to hit up my Apple guy and say, so what kind of deal? Because he was able to get
He has a Apple guy.
30% off or something when
Yeah, and they only
Nice.
get like 2 or 3 a year or something like that. I forgot how that works, but yeah.
Huh.
Well, cool.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys
No
for having us
problem.
on here. And thank
No,
you for
it was
everything.
great. And anytime you want to come on, just ask.
And I am so bummed that you're not going to be here for,
I know.
or not going to be able to go to Nerdtacular.
Yeah,
So
well,
should I kill the video so we could talk about that, or is that something we'll talk about later?
Oh, let's talk about it later because I think Tina's wanting me to go upstairs and
yeah.
eat dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to go eat. Okay. All right.
All
cool.
right then.
But thanks, guys.
Hey,
Thank
no
you.
problem. Accept my friend request.
Oh goodness.
I will. As soon as we have the conversation, then Skype will say, by the
Stupid
way, you've got a
Skype.
friend request from JJ. Are you talking Facebook or are you talking? Because I've already accepted you on
No,
Facebook.
no,
right?
I'm
No,
talking about
Skype.
Skype.
Skype. Yeah, as soon as we
Contact
hang up, it'll
request,
say, by the way, you have a friend request from the person you just spent an hour talking to. Do you want to accept them as a friend? I'll be, yeah, of course.
Well, cool, man. Go enjoy dinner. Thank you
Thanks.
guys so
Have
much.
fun. Bye.
Take care, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, that makes sense, Pierre. He's a Unix guy, and that's what OS 10 is based off of. So, okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah. What about
Barb joined us in the chat room too.
I know she was in.
Jimmy Marbles is here too now.
Oh, he was. What's up, Jimmy?
The show's over, but he's here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, blah.
Oh goodness.
That was fun. It was a
was.
long show, but we knew it was going to be.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time we have guests on, it's always long. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Honey Badger.
All right.
Hold on. I need to play that Honey Badger video.
Hold on. Well, send it to me,
Okay.
and then we'll be right. Hold on. I'm gonna stop this real quick, and I'm gonna come right back. Don't go anywhere.